Peace and blessings, Shalom Barakatah. I'm just sitting here. I've been doing my reading, and I just want to say this because as much as people try to combat the conversation as far as keeping the law, one thing I come to realize is that it's in the keeping of the law or in the meditation of the law that we start to understand what it means to walk in love. Way before we even get to 1 Corinthians chapter 13, when we study the law, we see that the Most High's intention was to instill love within our heart, to instill love and patience, benevolence, acts of kindness, long suffering, not having a jealous spirit or envious heart towards our brethren or against our neighbor. And so, a lot of times people struggle in their love walk because they don't actually know the laws of the Most High. The laws were given to us so that we may be able to live a life of harmony, a life of peace amongst our brethren, amongst our sisters, amongst those that we may encounter. For we know for a fact that the scripture says that blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of Yah. They shall be called the children of Yah. These were the teachings of the Messiah. And even though when we start to read the scriptures such as Matthew 5, verse 17, where Yasha says, "Do not think that I have come to do away with the law, but I've not come to do away with it, but to fulfill it." He fulfilled the mission of love. For what love had if any man than this, that he would lay down his own life for his friends or for his brethren? And it's when we start to live in the keeping of the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, and not live according to our own heart's desires and according to our own passions and our own rage and our own bitterness and resentments and our own desires. It's when we walk in his law, statutes, and commandments that we even understand how to walk in love. Even when we start reading scriptures such as 1 Corinthians chapter 13, where it says that love is patient, that love is kind, that it bears all things, hopes all things, believes all things. It says love never fails, right? And so much more in that scripture. But it's in us keeping the law, statutes, and commandments that we'll be able to actually walk in perfect love. So be not deceived, for where the law is, love is. Shalom.